Oh boy, nerves are raw in Chicago.
We're in a $1 billion deficit, and you spent half of our money, half of that on illegals. You campaign and double down that you would not raise property taxes.
I won't raise your property taxes.
You wanted to raise our taxes $300 million. They shut it down.
The city council erupted into chaos after Mayor Brandon Johnson's new head tax, the corporate head tax, gets crushed in a vote of 25-10. Absolute revolt from the city council. And to say that the residents are angry about this newest dumb tax idea, well, that is a complete understatement. But you know what? This tension over taxing the Chicagoans to oblivion has been brewing for a much longer time than what you even know. It's just coming to a head right now. Let's flip back and take a look at some of the angry residents who were speaking out against this last year. I mean, this is wild.
And you can smirk all you want.
Mr. Sims, direct your attention towards me, please.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you, and hopefully Donald Trump will address you.
You just like a schoolyard bully that at some point, and you might not know nothing about it because you grew up in Elgin, but those of us who grew up on the south side and west side of Chicago, we all know that at some point that bully gets cornered in the alley, and everybody come at him, and he ain't gonna have nobody to help him.
Trump, Tom Homan, make an example out this Negro right here first. Please come here first, because you know what? We're going to help you. We want a forensic
Ma'am, I would ask that you keep your, hold on a second, stop her time.
Chicago has a tax for everything. Water tax, grocery tax, tourist tax, hotel tax, bag tax, liquor tax, cigarette tax, the highest sales tax in the country by far, parking tax, surcharge of downtown parking, property lease tax, and streaming tax. The only thing that you all don't have a tax for yet is oxygen tax. And the only reason why you don't have a tax for that just yet is because you ain't figured out how to do it yet.
Upon millions of dollars to give to people who ain't paid a dime into the tax base. We've been in my building for 52 years. We're about to pay some more taxes. The Jones family has been in their building for 45 years, paying taxes every year on time. So I'm asking y'all to use our tax money for our people. We need it. We need the money for us.
So fast forward to today, and Mayor Brandon Johnson is failing big time on his latest stupid idea for this corporate head tax to make up for this insane $1.6 billion projected city deficit. How in the world is Chicago going to get out of this? I don't know. But anyway, he thinks it can be solved with this corporate head tax.
He's not backing down in his push for progressive revenue.
There are two options here. We challenge these big corporations and the ultra-rich to put more skin in the game, or you ask people who are standing in line for bread, milk, and food and clothing, ask them to put more skin in the game.
The Johnson administration lobbied hard over the weekend, even this morning, but they failed to convince alders to sign off on reviving a corporate head tax. Also shot down today, the mayor's plan to borrow $1.8 billion, the bulk of which would have been used on capital projects.
You can't just be a no. You have to find ways to actually come up with solutions so that we can actually have a real debate.
The mayor says he wants alders to bring him revenue ideas, but he'll veto a property tax increase, a grocery tax, or a hike in the garbage collection fee.
I've done my part. I've done my part. The real question should be, what else can these alders who oppose challenging these big corporations to put more skin in the game, the question is, what can they do?
Yeah, Brandon Johnson is still bullish on the idea, but you know what? The city council members are not on board. They had a lot to say about this idea and even talked about what it could lead to.
Today, a stunning defeat. The City Council Finance Committee rejected Mayor Brandon Johnson's Tax the Rich revenue proposal, resetting budget negotiations.
The prevailing side has bought some time for taxpayers in the city of Chicago so the mayor can go back and get this right. Until they start accepting the fact that there are solutions on the table, we have to stand up and push back against this budget.
We have to have a balanced approach to this. And what we've done so far hasn't been it, and now the real work begins.
10 alders voted in favor of the plan, 25 against it.
And I can tell you this, if you want to accelerate our headfirst dive into an economic death spiral, pass this head tax. That is effectively what you are doing.
Wow, a death spiral. Now that's some serious stuff right there. They definitely are not buying in to this idea. And the more I think about this, it's like, okay, same stuff since he was voted into office, different day. As a matter of fact, it just repeats from one mayor after another. They come in making big promises, and then what do they end up doing? Taxing the residents and disparaging the black community. But why do people just keep voting this way? They keep on putting these Democrats into office. But before you think all hope is lost for the city of Chicago, there's a lot of people that are waking up.
It is insane how we have been voting Democrat for over 60 plus years, and we've never seen a change from people like you, Lori Lightfoot, Rob Emanuel. It is insane. Chicago was 37% red. In 2020, it was only 15%. So we're waking up. So you can pretend that this isn't happening, but I know for a fact that you will not have that seat the next election.
Looks to me like the percentage of red is growing in Chicago, and that could spell disaster for the Democrats, who have caused other problems that are just making this exponentially worse. I mean, we're already dealing with too much taxation of the people. Now we got the corporate head tax, and they had a tax revolt. They were burning their tax bills whenever they heard that their property taxes were going to go up 100%. It's so nuts.
Well, people have gathered here tonight at Harmony Community Church here in Lawndale as they're trying to light the way to fairness with this bonfire and discussion tonight. Many homeowners across Chicago receiving a hefty property tax increase in the mail, and they're all wondering where that money is going.
How can you maintain your home if your taxes are constantly going up?
Homeowners in Lawndale are searching for answers together tonight about their property tax hikes. Community leaders partnered with the Lawndale Christian Development Corporation to host this bonfire, allowing neighbors to discuss their options. One man says he received a bill this week that was $977 more than what he paid last year.
But while we still have the uproar over the corporate head tax and the property taxes, people are still raw about the money that they wasted on illegals.
I'm going to tell you, I'm educating you, I'm informing you, I'm enlightening you. These big-head white people that enslaved us brought us here. Now they're giving money to another people. Are they nappy, hair, big nose, thick lip, and a black booty hole like mine? No, they're not. And they're giving millions and millions of dollars to them.
You so strong about protecting those aliens, but you won't do nothing for the U.S. citizen.
Yeah, Brandon Johnson is always talking about the black and brown people protecting the illegals. But I tell you what, this black resident is fed up. She's had it up to here with that talk. Check out what she had to say.
When you gonna do it, black man, Brandon Johnson, since you're fighting white supremacy? All these black people said they reached out to you. That's a black man right there who want to get his kid, black man, since you so family oriented. Where can we get a press conference with you and these black aldermen? Can we get y'all to stand up with us? Because you're not really about that life, black man. See, it ain't about that. See, you a communist, you foreigners, and you a foreigner. And see, you communists and socialists think that we're going to allow you to come in Chicago, where the true citizens born and raised here, and we're going to let a foreigner from Elgin come in and destroy our city? You thought that, right? It was fun. It was fun and games in the beginning. You thought that was going to happen, black man, but you got black women that's going to make sure that it don't. And the white man that's so racist, we got the white man that's racist, the ones helping us. So all this racial and division talk, black man, do something that's really destroying our community. Stand with us with the crime, black man.
So what's going to transpire from all of this? I don't know. But you're going to have to like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what your thoughts are. And I'm going to stay on this developing story and we'll write it out all the way to the end. And hopefully, for the residents of Chicago's sake, maybe that end will include a mayoral change. That's all I got for this one. This is Carlton, and I am out.